guys, and welcome to my 23-week bump date. 23 weeks was relatively busy. I did anyways, go out shopping after our baby shower to try and just kind of price some stuff out of the things that we need still. Thankfully, between my mom, my siblings, and my mother-in-law, we got all of the big stuff out of the way. So it's really just the little stuff left. You know, washcloths, towels, socks, bottles, you know, stuff like that. So I just did some price comparison shopping just to kind of see roughly how much more we needed and what that was kind of going to cost. And then my husband mostly kind of started nesting. And so we got a lot of the larger items unpacked out of the boxes and put together. So we now, at this point, have the crib completely assembled. We are just missing a crib mattress cover, and I do want to put some bumper pads in the crib. I know that they're not safe, but I'm going to put them in anyways, and I know I'm going to get some flack for that, but the little guy's not even really going to be sleeping in the crib for the first however many months, so it's really more for just decoration. And since the crib is out where the dining room used to be, it could use all the decorations it can get. We also put together the swing, got all of the clothes unpacked and put in the dresser, and everything kind of just put where we want it to go for now. As far as symptoms go, the swelling is definitely getting worse. They're still watching out for preeclampsia. I'm kind of under the watchful eye of whoever's around because I do need to take it very easy. Because if my heart rate does get elevated, it can turn pretty severe pretty quickly. And it's still way too early for this little guy to come out. So, yeah. The other thing that happened this week is that Luke's movements have gotten incredibly painful. At one point, I thought that he was literally going to rip himself out of me because it hurt so badly. And it was literally movement from the time I woke up in the morning until the time that I went to bed. And I just passed out from exhaustion. It wasn't even that I was able to go to sleep. It was pure exhaustion. My husband was actually stayed awake quite a bit longer and watched my stomach and said, you know, he could definitely see humongous movements from this little person. After the fact, the next couple of days he was pretty still, and then the movements kind of came back very slowly. He was still moving during the day and at night, but it was just kind of more relaxed, and I noticed that everything kind of switched. So I was feeling a lot of the kicking and all of that on my left side, and it has now switched to my right side. So I think that giant movement was just him flipping over in my stomach, so his head is now to the left instead of to the right. The other thing that I noticed with Luke moving is that when his little cousins, which are my nephews, one is 4 years old and one is now 10 months old, whenever they are around, he moves like crazy. I personally think he cannot wait to come out and play with his cousins. It's so uncomfortable, but it's so adorable at the same time. And the 4-year-old knows that Auntie's going to have a baby and is just so excited to be a cousin. Yeah, I did switch this week over. My nipples have still been dried and cracking like crazy. So I switched over to a nipple butter instead of the lanolin cream from Lancino. I got it's Mama's Butter something, I don't know, but it has helped so much. It's essentially just a mixture of various oils and butters, like almond oil, things like that. But it definitely has been helping so much with the cracking and drying. They're actually starting to heal, which I know is perfect timing because pretty soon I'm going to start, you know, with the whole leaking issue. But for now, it's amazing. The good news with the nipple butter is that I can continue to use it after Luke comes. So when, and it's safe, it's perfectly safe for him, so I don't have to wipe it off or anything when I'm going to breastfeed. So that's really good. Thing this week has been the start of some pretty severe constipation. I was, pre-pregnancy and even pre-surgery, I would go to the bathroom and, you know, produce a number 2, we'll say it that way, probably once or twice a week. When I had the surgery, they released some scar tissue that was compressing my bowels, which allowed me, it actually picked up the frequency to every single day. And then throughout the pregnancy, it's kind of fluctuated, but I'm currently going on about 8 days with nothing. And it's really uncomfortable. I know that there's Colace and things that you can take, you know, stool softeners and eating more fiber and all of that. I'm just kind of hoping that it will come naturally. I have been drinking coffee, which is my normal go-to constipation remover, which is just essentially a medium caramel frappe from McDonald's with no whipped cream, and that usually gets things going. It hasn't gotten things going yet, so I'm hoping that if I continue that it will be kind of start getting something moving. And then this is something new and kind of gross, maybe too much information, I don't know, but I'm going to give it to you straight, is my girl parts between my legs have swelled a lot. It feels like I'm walking around with a ball or something between my legs because it's just so swollen down there. The doctor said that it's normal, that it's just the circulation being kind of cut off to the area along with the increased blood flow anyways, that it's totally normal and will resolve itself, but I don't know. As far as my weight goes, it kind of skyrocketed a little bit this week, but I think a lot of that has to do with the swelling and the constipation. I'm up to 117.4, which is 16.8 pounds overall. So that's up 4 pounds since last week, which is why I think that it's not just poundage, but additional fluid in my body and the need to go to the bathroom. My waist is also blooming. It's up another inch, so I am up to 38 inches around for 11 inches total gain. And here is my bump picture. And I will talk to you guys all in my 23, I think, 24 week bump date. Talk to you later. Bye.